Hey, what's up, everybody? Uh, I'm back. Um, so this one's been kind of staring me in the face for a long time. And I thought, you know what? It's time to give this one a try. Um, this is the MRE Menu 22 Asian style beef strips with vegetables. It's a fairly thick and fairly heavy ration. This MRE feels like it's got a lot going on with it. Like I said, all these are packed by MRE, so they got the separate inner pouch. We'll go ahead and fill up our cheesy military style canteen that tried to imitate the military canteen here. Move this thing out of the way. I don't think we need this husband stove for this one. We got an FRH in this one, so go ahead and get the well, it'll let you know when it's full by splashing out everywhere. Alright, I got the cheesy canteen ready to go. For some whatever reason, it's not wanting to stand up. There we go. Alrighty, got our canteen. I don't know if you can hear it. Full of water. Got our MRE set in here, so let's go ahead and crack it open and see what awaits us. Hopefully my fingers has got enough strength left in to open it. I just got home from work. In case y'all don't know, I work night shift at a automotive engine manufacturing plant, so I work on the assembly line, building engines all night long. Alrighty, so out of the bag, the main bag, we got the ever so famous AmeriQual separate bag. So this MRE is going to be my dinner after work here. So crack it open here, get everything out, and we'll go through it and see what we got. Alright, so right off the bat, yeah, this is the Asian style beef. Something in my throat. This is our Asian style beef strips. You can see it. The outer bag says with vegetables, but I've kind of learned that the wording on the outer bag is sometimes kind of misleading, because I've found some different stuff, and it's not necessarily the main is incorrect, but what's in the main that the outer bag states is not, sometimes not in the main. Okay, next thing we have is our side dish, and this is a pretty interesting one. This is fried rice. I've never seen this side dish before in an MRE, but it seems to be appropriate with this Asian style beef strips. Next up, we have our accessory pack. This is a accessory packet C. It's got your toilet paper, moist towelette, cinnamon gum. Looks like a packet of Splenda sweetener, salt, coffee, I think. Coffee and creamer, maybe. We'll get into it. See what we got. here's a trans fat free oatmeal cookie. That's pretty interesting. Here we have some chunky peanut butter. I don't have the slightest idea what we want to put the chunky peanut butter on, besides maybe the cookie, possibly. We have our beverage base powder. This is a tropical punch. That ought to be pretty good. Seems like an appropriate one too for this menu, since it's kind of like a tropical style menu. Has some strawberry jam. I don't know if it's coming up very good. Yeah, there we go. Strawberry jam. Oh, here we go. Well, this is what the peanut butter and the strawberry jam is going on. This is our wheat snack bread, trans fat free. Got our classic tried and true brown MRE spoon. A little cardboard sleeve that says fried rice on it. I guess that's tell you the ingredients and the nutrition facts on the fried rice. Got our U.S. government spec flameless ration here for the main and fried rice. I'm going to try to get the main and fried rice in there together because I feel like that's going to be those two items are going to be the best heated up. I know the main will be obviously be the best heated up, but that fried rice I know will be better heated up. So I'm going to try to get those two things in the FRH and get that going. And then we have our hot beverage bag. These hot beverage bags, I'll tell you right now, they do not work as a way to mix your coffee. I tried it and I had them leak on me. I guess the heat of the coffee will melt the seal of the bag. This outer seal. So what I do is I usually use it for the cold drinks. Seems to be a good way to go on that. We got our canteen ready to go to mix our drinks and our FRH. So let's go ahead and get the main and the side going in the FRH. Get it started. Then we'll mix up our drinks, and then we'll get into the accessory packet and see what else is in the accessory packet. I'm pretty sure there's coffee in there, but since I just got home from work, I don't really need to drink any coffee to stay up. I need to actually do this review and get it started, and then I'll go ahead and lay down after I get done eating here. So the fried rice is going to go on one side, and your beef strips is going to go on the other side. And what I've noticed about this case that I got is it seems to be the pouches seem to, or the main retort pouch of the main seem to be the transitioning gear for across the top tear versus down the side, which is what they are now. I've had a couple of these MREs out of this case B, and they were tear across the top, and then I'm getting into some now that's tear across down the side lengthways like it is now. So I'm guessing that means that right about that time frame is when they made the switch to that. So I got both pouches in the FRH miraculously. They don't leave you a whole lot of room in there to do that, but they leave you just enough. Alright, so there's our moist towelette, cinnamon chewing gum, Splenda, salt, coffee instant type 3, and non-dairy dry creamer, and our world famous butt ration. I tell you what, that's been the exact same shape probably for 50 years or better. I know these went through several different hands as far as manufacturers making these, but overall, over the course of the past 50 years, they've basically remained the same shape. I think even as far back as the World War II K rations. But we can go ahead and open up our salt. We're going to put some of our salt down in the FRH. I know it's going to need it just because of its age, but we're also going to use it to give us a little extra power so we can heat both of those sides up. And all you do is you put about, we'll put about 20 to 25% of your salt down in there. I may have explained that in another one of my videos before. And I may do it over and over again, but that ought to be good. Then what you want to do, take our canteen here. I got that thing filled to the brim too. I'm going to try to do this over the sink so I don't get water everywhere. Gotta take a couple. Oh, that's way too full. Alright. That seems to be about right on that. I can already hear that thing starting to take off, so we'll go ahead and fold this thing down and try to get in that sleeve before it starts taking off too awful hard here. This thing's puffing up on me already, so the salt definitely helps as far as getting the power back out of your FRH. Go ahead and let that. Now this says here that it's flavored with flavored oyster sauce. You gotta love the military lingo with the way they word this stuff. I swear, it's hilarious. And yeah, it just says flavored with flavored oyster sauce. I'm just thinking, well, I sure hope the oyster sauce is oyster flavored. It'd be kind of weird if it was like barbecue flavored barbecue sauce and it was like, and it said oyster sauce on the side. Oops. Tearing up the pouch on me already. Oh yeah. She's bubbling. She's starting to get a little warm on the bottom, not much. I can feel the heat growing on me. I don't know if you can tell or not, but that thing's starting to kind of try and puff up on me more and more. I can't keep that. Can't keep it closed. Try to keep the top of it sealed down to keep the heat in, but I don't know. Oh yeah, we got action now. I'm gonna go ahead and set that up like that and let that kind of do its thing if it'll stand up. Not on that it won't. Do it down I mean, it don't have to be like at an extreme angle, but right here's the FRH. Set it over there and let it do its thing. Alright, next thing I want to do is I'm going to take this beverage bag and I'm going to go ahead and get the beverage mixed up. There it is. Wow, you know this stuff, when I crack this open, it smells just like Kool-Aid mixed powder from my childhood. I remember when I was about, I don't know, maybe 7, 8 years old, I used to love to make, help my great-grandpa make Kool-Aid. He loved to make Kool-Aid. For whatever reason, he loved the stuff. And I loved it just as much as he did, and I always wanted to be in the kitchen when he made it to help him make it. But my great-grandpa passed away in the year 2000. I was about, 9 years old? Let's see. Yeah. I was 9 years old. I kind of missed them days. 9 years old and passed away. I didn't get to spend a whole lot of time with him, but I still remember the year he was born. And everything. He was born in 1913. Seems like nowadays that seems like an awful long time ago. Of course, nowadays that's been well, he was born over 100 years ago now. In 2013, he was 100. All right, we're gonna fold that down a couple times like that. I'm just gonna give that a nice shake. Now these drink mixes, they do mix a lot better with room temperature water. You don't get near the amount of floaties. But alright, now, as you can see, that's what that beverage bag's good for. It don't leak a drop. You can kind of toss that around, you know, and you don't have to worry about it busting open on you. We'll lay that off to the side right there. That's our drink mix. The coffee and the creamer and the sugar, I'll probably go ahead and skip since I don't need to be putting too much caffeine into me before I try to go to bed. That wouldn't be a good idea. Go ahead and start putting some of this trash down in the main bag, and that'll help keep the area kind of decluttered there. Alright, so this is our wheat snack bread. Go ahead and do the cookie. We'll open the cookie up and give it a look and see what oh, there's a piece of it already. Wow. That is a big cookie. That is an oatmeal cookie. That little piece I just tried that flew out of the bag when I opened it, that's one sweet cookie. Very sweet. It's kind of got a real cinnamon like a real cinnamon taste to it, like almost like a cinnamon bun almost. Oh yeah. Close that off, I guess. Oh yeah, that cookie's very good. It's very, very. It's not really too soft, but it's not like hard as a rock. It's still perfectly fresh. It's very crumbly though. You take a bite off of it, and you'll probably lose 3 or 4 crumbs every time you take a bite. But trans fat free, which I don't know what the military's recent fascination with trans fat free snacks like cookies and stuff. I'm trying to make these things, I guess, as healthy as possible, but trans fat free just kind of makes me feel like it'd be missing something if it was trans fat free. So we got this nice big old piece of wheat snack bread, and obviously that's where our peanut butter and strawberry jam is going to go, but man, it's going to be messy. Not so much the peanut butter, but the strawberry jam is going to be kind of runny. It usually is. Need that peanut butter up real good. Yep, it's chunky. I can feel the little bits of peanuts in there. I guess it kind of lets you know it's real peanut butter. FRH is rocking and rolling over there. Some strawberry jam. Got our U.S. military spoon right there. Those spoons are truly some of the finest across the whole world. I mean, I had that Russian ration there over the course of a few days ago. And the spoons it came with were pretty generic and pretty flimsy, I thought, for a military ration. This seemed like it was a type of spoon that you just find at the local reduced cost store or something like that, like a dollar store or something. They're real flimsy. They weren't too thin, but they were just flimsy. But the spoon head on them, like where these are kind of shallow. They're not too shallow, but these are kind of shallow. Those Russian spoons were definitely really deep. So I guess that was one good thing they had going for them, was a deep spoon head. We'll go ahead and get this peanut butter opened up and get it down on the bread if it'll open. These peanut butter pouches and jam pouches, for whatever reason, are the hardest thing in the world to open. There we go. Well, I just ripped the entire side out of it, so I guess that makes it easier to goop it all out. Peanut butter, sometimes I can get why the military likes to use so much peanut butter in the MREs. Mainly just because it's a cheaper Good source of protein. It's filling. And it's pretty versatile as far as a snack goes. It can go with a lot of different menus, and they don't have to keep changing the menus up all the time to make use of it. Which, I mean, the peanut butter is not bad, but after a while you do kind of get tired of it. By itself, it's pretty good peanut butter by itself. It just tastes like your regular store-bought chunky peanut butter for the most part. Well, that thing don't want to go in there, so I'll just leave it. Now for this jam, man, I don't know why these pouches do that. They just, once they start tearing, you can't just tear a corner off. You got to tear the whole side of it out. That's the one heaping pile of peanut butter and strawberry jam sandwich right there. It's tart. You can feel little gritty pieces of strawberry seeds in there, so that's pretty good. At least you know it's pretty normal jam. I think our FRH might be just about done over here for the most part. Feels pretty hot on the bottom side, but maybe I'll flatten it out a little bit. Maybe get some more of that water going into the main. It might start getting hotter. I might have it setting too high of an angle. It just don't feel as hot as it should. I know they got these insulated pouches around them that's supposed to be like an insulation, but I feel like it should have been a little bit hotter. Then again, the FRH does have some age to it, so you can't complain about it too much. Go ahead and give our beverage base a try here. Pretty good. That beverage base, it tastes a lot like Kool-Aid, but not as sweet. I feel like it's quite a bit more tart than Kool-Aid. I do got this sugar though, I guess. If I needed to, I could put that in there and make it a little bit sweeter. It might taste more like Kool-Aid, but I want to save the sugar for the coffee. That's the way I like my coffee right now, is nice and sweet. Go ahead and give this makeshift MRE peanut butter and jam sandwich a taste here. It's pretty good. Um, that wheat snack bread right there is not quite as weedy tasting. I don't know if that's a word or not, but to me, I guess it is. Some of these wheat snack breads that taste a lot more like your wheat toast. And I'm not a big fan of wheat toast. I like white toast. I know wheat toast is a lot more healthier for you and all that good stuff, but white bread to me is the way to go. And that don't taste quite so much like wheat toast. It tastes more like white bread. So I think that right there will work for me. Go ahead and give that another bite, actually. Oh, by the way, these snacks were packaged in 2015. 258th day of 2015. The cookie was the 268th day of 2015. And let's see, the mains, I'll have to wait till I get them out to tell you what them, but maybe it should say something on the main bag here. Yeah. The whole ration was packed the 328th day of 2015, so it's really late in 2015, like almost at the very end of the year. So this ration at the end of this year will be going on 4 years old, so it's still well within in between 3 and 4 year old mark. It's not too old yet. Well, I think our mains and stuff are pretty well done. Let's go ahead and get them out and give these mains a try and side dishes. Oh yeah, I always forget about this on these, but you can just, there's a little tear notch probably about a quarter of the way down the pike. You can just grab a hold of it. I don't know if it'll show up on camera or not, but it's just kind of like right there. You can just tear it across right there, and then boom, it gives you right direct access to your mains and side dishes you've got in there. You can pull them out pretty easily. Oh yeah, that's pretty warm. Fried rice is warm too. Somewhat. The bottom side of it is. I always forget to knead these down to the bottom so that they get all the heat. But, oh well. It's still got plenty hot. In this case, I mean, these FRH, a lot of times these FRHs aren't quite as effective as a good old-fashioned Nesbitt stove. But when you want to have concealability on your side and still get a hot meal, that's going to be the way to go. And I think, well, that explains why our FRH wasn't quite as effective as it should be. Look down inside there, and there's a bunch of those iron filings all leaked out in the bottom. So our heating element got a hole in it somewhere and leaked some of the iron filings out. It still heated the mains up and sides up pretty decently, even at it being that it leaked everywhere. The iron filings did, so of a failure, but go ahead and open up the ooh, that's interesting. So as I open this up, it looks like that. If it'll show up in the light, it may not. Yeah, a little bit. I have no idea what vegetables we got in here. It kind of looks like bamboo shoots, but hang on, let me see here. Here's the ingredients. Yeah, it's got bamboo shoots and water chestnuts and everything else. So this right here is bamboo shoots. And I always knew you could eat bamboo shoots, and over in Asia they consider bamboo shoots as a vegetable. Which, you know, going by that information, it makes sense why there's bamboo shoots in this. But I didn't think that the U.S. military would go that far for authenticity as to make an Asian style dish. I just figured that they would have just made like an Asian style sauce and put beef down in there and went that route. I'll try one of those bamboo shoots out just to see what it tastes like. That's pretty interesting to me. Huh. It's very fibrous. The bamboo shoots crunch about like a piece of broccoli. To me, that's what the texture and the crunch of that is like. It's like eating broccoli, which I like broccoli. But yeah, bamboo shoots. You definitely don't find that on every day in your local dinner plate. The flavor of the sauce is really good. It's got a really traditional Asian style flavor to it, which I guess, of course, since it is Asian beef strips, it should, but it's got more of a traditional Asian flavor to it than what I would have expected from a U.S. MRE main. This has got water chestnuts in there, and I'm not really a big fan of water chestnuts, but maybe in this dish they won't be as bad with that sauce. We'll go ahead and give one a try here and see if it's going to work. Yeah, that's not too bad. It's just crunchy. It doesn't really have a flavor to it. It's just crunchy. Alright, here we got our fried rice. We'll go ahead and give the fried rice opened up and give it a try. Now, I am a big fan of fried rice, and I hope this fried rice is as good as the fried rice that I normally eat. I'm trying to think of a place for that to sit. Yeah, that fried rice is pretty good. It's still a little tight on the hard side because it didn't get heated as thoroughly. Like I said, the FRH had a little accident there. But I think I know why those two is paired together. I think you're supposed to lay the fried rice down and then put that on top of the fried rice, your Asian beef strip. Let me get a plate, and I'll go ahead and try that and see if we get a See if that would be the way to go. It says, I'm thinking in my head that you're going to want to put this out first. You always got that little bit in the corner that don't want to come out. Too awful good. There we go, that's probably good enough. Spread that out a little bit. Kind of like that. And we'll go ahead and goop this out on you here. Now, anybody in the comments section that's had this menu before, but in a past date, like say like 2012 or 13, or whenever one of the earlier days for this ration, go ahead and comment and see and tell me if what yours came with is the same as what mine came with, or if they changed some stuff over the years and took stuff out and replaced it. I'm kind of interested to know how they evolve these menus over the years to, from one way to the next, to make them better, or in some people's opinions, possibly worse. That way I can kind of learn how they, how they evolve these meals. But out on the plate, you can kind of see it. You can actually see it a lot better spread out. If I can get a hold of a World War II mess hall tray, that's what I'd like to do. Get where I can spread this stuff out on a tray. I think that might be the way to go with this. Instead of trying to do everything all tightened up in here out of the retort pouches. Now the mains with the fried rice ought to be about as authentic of a Chinese style dish as you'll get out of an MRE. Oh yeah. That's what those two were put in there for. You're definitely going to want to put those two things together if you can. I know there's some points where if you're out on the move, you're not going to be able to put the two together, but if you have the possibility to do it, definitely do it. It's the way to go. You can't beat this main over a bed of the fried rice like this. This is definitely the way to go. And the bamboo shoots are they're very tender, but they're crunchy. Like I said, it's like crunching on broccoli. But well, I think that's about it on this one. Like I said, the coffee, I don't need no more caffeine inside of me. So I'm going to skip on the coffee. I can describe to you what the coffee's like, though. The coffee's like is pretty bland. It's a very light roast. Very coarse granules. It's a freeze-dried coffee, the Coffee Instant Type 3 is. And it's just very light roast. It's very bland by itself. And no more than they give you can't make but a 6-ounce cup of coffee. So, and even that amount of water is probably cutting the flavor of it out quite a bit. I'm gonna go ahead and finish this stuff up. like I said, this is my dinner for after work, so finish this stuff up, and we'll catch you all next time on the next ration review. Later.